Hello and welcome to Optimal Training Group. In this video I'm going to show you how to use a date picker in your React form inside of SharePoint. It's very simple. Let me first show you how the date picker works. So when you click into the text box, it gives you this pop-out calendar here, and you can select the date, and as you can see the date changes. And let me show you the source. So essentially what you need is these libraries here. I've already copied that into my SharePoint page. And then you gotta, how are you gonna do this, jQuery inside of React? You have your input field here, and you gotta make sure you have an ID picker, date picker, or whatever you want to call it. And then this jQuery selects it, and that's how you get that calendar. But to implement this in React, it's a little bit different. So let me show you first the form that I have. So I have this form here, and if I click on Park 5, you see it has this date field here, and as I click in it, nothing is happening. So I want to show you how to implement this. So in my React form, I have this page here. At the top, I've already added my jQuery, everything, all the libraries that I need for the jQuery date picker to work. And so in my code, if I go down to line, let me see, what line is it? So right here is my date picker, and I'm calling it, this is where I want the date picker to happen. So it's badge info date ID, name equal to that, and ID equal to the same thing. So what we have to make sure that happens is, first, inside of our constructor, when we create our class that has our state, and I think I've gone over this in previous videos. If not, let me know below and I can create another video. Here is my badge info date. So I need to make sure I capture the state of whenever it has a value within the application. And so now I need to do the way that I need to capture this is I need to hook into the lifecycle hook. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to say component did mount. And what this component did mount is saying is that once the page has done completely rendering, whatever is in this component did mount, it needs to fire. So within here, what I'm going to do next is now I need to call my jQuery. So I'm going to say, let me come up here and select that. Here's the ID. That's also the state. Just so I can show you. This is what I need, and that's why I have an ID. So I'm going to go back up to my component did mount lifecycle, and I'm going to say ID, and I'm going to paste that in here. And then, just like it said in the jQuery page, I need to do this date picker. So I'm going to come here, and I'm going to say, where is it? Date picker. And then what I'm going to do is, inside of the date picker, because I can't put an object in there. I'm going to say, what is it? On select. So meaning on select, meaning that once there's a value inside of that box, we need something to happen, and this is why it's different inside of when you're doing it with the React. So I need to call this method. I'm going to call this set badge. Set badge in date value. So this is how I set the value. So when the page mounts, it's gonna already set this on select on that field, and then I need to go and create a method. So I need to come here. Okay, I need to create a function here instead of my React class, and I'm going to say, and if you remember, inside of React you don't have to put the function, have the function keyword. And so what I'm going to say now is, now I need to change the state because I'm dealing with this state here, right? And so I need to set the state. So I need to come here and I need to say this dot set state. And so once I do that, all I need to do now is say, I can just paste it. Oh, wrong one. Okay. I need to say badge. Let me just copy this here. Copy. Okay, badge info date, and then value. And it's the value that I'm passing in. Value. Okay. So on select this that badge info date value. So basically it just grabs the value and then I pass it here. Badge info date, and then I set the state. I change the state. Now for this to work, I need to make sure that I bind this. So I need to go up here. Let me come up here. I need to come up here, just like it does here. Whenever you any of your methods or functions, you got to make sure you bind it. So this dot, oops, let me grab this here, copy, equal to this dot bind this. Now you can use arrow functions, and when you use arrow functions you don't have to do any of this, but I'm just doing this because arrow functions doesn't work in IE, so that's why I'm doing it this way. So I bind it, and let's see what happens. Let me save it and let's go to the form and see if that works. Okay, here it is. Let me refresh the page. Just give it a second there, taking a while. So nothing happened. Let me see what I did wrong. F12. So okay, I did a brace instead of a closing parenthesis. So let me go back in here and fix that right here. I thought it was a, it looks like a, wait a second. Interesting. So, oops. Okay, that looks like a, okay. So let me save that again. Oh, right here, sorry. Okay, there you go. Save. Let me go refresh my page again. Oops. Refresh. Okay. Let's see. And there you have it. So there you have it. So that's jQuery, how you can get that to work with when you're using React. I did try a lot of the other React components, DatePickers, but it was somewhat complicated. And a lot of them didn't really work with IE 11, so I just went back to jQuery DatePicker. And as you can see, it's working. So I hope that made sense, and I hope you liked the video. Please leave your comments below. Thanks, bye.